Love that encourages craft for kindergarten, grade 1 and grade 2. A simple craft will not take too much time because it's quite self-explanatory. There's some English words that you need to take time to say slowly. So we are making a crown. So each child will need a template. And if I'm not wrong, there's also one for 2 girls. If we find, because these are 2 gentlemen or 2 little boys, and we also, I believe I came across one for the girls. So if you find that, I believe we'll just see whether you can distribute according to gender. So just pay attention to the number of girls and number of boys, and then you will distribute them accordingly. So the end product is something close to this. Definitely, if they are going to color, they may not color to this expert level, thank you very much, but the basic thing is it's either printed out on colored paper and then they can color whichever way, or just have it as this white paper and they can color as best as possible. So for the craft, because it's kindergarten, grade 1 and grade 2, try and keep it as simple as possible, which means you will need to prepare these items in advance. So let's begin. You have a template and you will need to stick it onto sorry, I forgot to have my, so you'd either have Manilla paper or embossed paper, basically some farm paper to just harden. So you will glue this particular printout onto that paper, okay? And then you will have something close to this. So you have it here so that it's firm enough and it's not floppy. And then we have the coloring. So if as much as possible, if it can be printed on colored paper, then the children can color later once the craft has been done. You figure it out. But for now, they have this, and then they will have spaces. So these spaces, you can have like small words written of how to be a friend. I share my toys. I take turns. You can have small pieces of paper with a memory verse. You can have the Bible reading. And because it's the little ones, if they can be written down in form of something that can be printed out and they can stick, that will show how to be a friend, then that will enhance the craft. So once you cut out as directed, the directions are right there, you will just cut out. It's on farm paper, and then you will need additional paper, and this can be Manilla paper. It doesn't need to be that firm, but Manilla paper can work. So you will either glue or staple. I usually try as much as possible. If you're going to put the staples, please cover with masking tape, because remember, it's going to be on the child's head and we don't want any scratches. We need to keep them safe and secure as much as possible. That's being a friend, isn't it? So we have that, and then you measure the circumference of the child's head, and then I was looking for my stapler. So you either glue or staple, but as I've mentioned, if you're going to staple, then kindly put some masking tape around so that the child's head would not get any scratches, and you have it that way. So you can make it in advance, and even if they lay it flat, they can still color. So you'll figure out where the coloring or decoration comes in, and then they can wear it on their head. So you have it this way or you have it this way. Okay, so that is our craft for the lesson on love that encourages, and it will be about Jonathan encouraging David. So how can you encourage? And you can write other words, their names, you can have the Bible reading, whatever else that you may need to just decorate this as they wear it and say, I am a friend. Okay, so thank you for listening. Happy crafting, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.